Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I'm Tina and I'm so blessed that you are here. As you can see, I did a little damage, but not really, because the steal was insane. So let's get into the video so I can explain a little bit more. So guys, I pray that you are blessed and everyone around you is blessed as well. As you can see, I have all these books that are just sitting on my lap and they're getting heavy. So backstory, I went to my library a month ago and they had this posting on their bulletin outside that said book sale, whatever the date was last Saturday, 9 to 3. So I'm like, okay, sweet. I'm going to mark that on my calendar. I'm making sure that I'm going to go. I thought they were going to just be library books, like old library books. So I was like, let me just check it out because there might be a gem here and there. And I got up on Saturday last week and got there probably about 9:30, close to 10. And I was shocked at how many books were still there that were like good books. And I guess it was like a nationwide thing, like to kick off summer reading or something. So I was like, okay. So I started like looking through like the first table. There was at least 10 to 12 tables. And then they had some bins on the bottom of the tables too. And I think 1 or 2 carts. But I had like maybe 3 or 4 books in my hand just from the first table. And I'm like, definitely looking. And it was... I think it was $1 or $2 a book, or you can do a bag, like a shopping bag for $5 or a box for 10. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to find like a box of books. And so I kept looking and looking, and yeah, I needed a box. And so I was like, oh my God, like I hope they take my card. And they did like Venmo or something. Luckily, I had actually $10 in my purse or in my pocket. Like I didn't even take a purse off because I'm like, I'm not even gonna be able to hold it. But I had exactly $10 in my pocket. So I got 23 books for 10 bucks. One of them, I don't know where it is. Maybe it's in my car, but it doesn't even matter. So I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna put these books down and I'm just gonna go through them. There might be a couple that I'll read the synopsis, but I don't want to take up too much time. So let me put these down. So I thought I would start with the paperbacks just because the hardcovers were getting heavy. I got a lot of good books and books that are like fairly new or like are popular, like on BookTok, TikTok, Bookstagram, all that stuff. And so I was so excited. I just started throwing stuff in the box, like, but it was definitely things that I have been like eyeing, but hadn't added to my wish list. I think there's like 2 maybe that I had on my wish list, but let's get started. So the first one is Karen Slaughter. I read Pretty Girls and loved it. So I haven't read anything else. I think I have like 2 other Karen Slaughter books. So this one, and it looked fairly new, like, and it's called Will Trent Undone. It says, in the trauma center of Atlanta's busiest hospital, Sarah Linton treats the city's poor, wounded, and unlucky and finds refuge from the tragedy that rocked her life in rural Grant County. But when a tortured young woman becomes a patient in her ER, Sarah finds herself thrust into a desperate police investigation, coming face to face with Special Agent Will Trent and his partner, Faith Mitchell. In this suspense masterpiece, Karen Slaughter weaves together the moving, powerful human stories of 3 unforgettable characters from her New York bestseller novels, Faithless and Fractured. So is this I don't know if this is part of a series. I'm going to have to check it out before I read it. Who collide for the first time in an electrifying race against the clock and duel with unspeakable human evil. For Sarah, Will, and Faith, each wounded, each carrying dire secrets, are all that stand between a madman and his next victim. So her stuff is crazy. Like, if you have not read a Karen Slaughter book, I mean, Pretty Girls is definitely like check your triggers. Okay, so I'm gonna just throw those on the ground. The next one, it was like towards the end of me looking, and I seen this one, and I love historical nonfiction or like memoirs and stuff. And this one is called Coming of Age in Mississippi, the classic autobiography of a young Black girl in the rural South. And so this looked really good. It says, written without a trace of sentimentality or apology. This is an unforgettable personal story. The truth, as a remarkable young woman named Anne Moody lived in. To read her book is to know what it is to have grown up Black in Mississippi in the 40s and 50s and to have survived with pride and courage intact. So I can't wait to read that. The next one looked really good too, and this is a Claire Douglas book. I guess it says author of Local Girl Missing. I read Local Woman Missing, but that's Mary Kubeka, I believe. But this is called Do Not Disturb. This one looks pretty good. It's a thriller or fiction. It says fiction, but it sounds like a thriller. I'm not going to read the synopsis because I don't want to take too long. The next one, I had seen so many people talking about this on Book Talk, I believe, and it's called The Breakup Vacation by Anna Garcia. And so I've heard mixed reviews on this too, but I want to read it, at least for the summer. Sounds like something that is summery. I don't know. This one has been on my list since I believe her name is Kalila D. She's here on YouTube. This is like one of her 5-star reads, and so I've been dying to read it. It says it's Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. So I can't wait to read this. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys know what this is about, so I'm not going to read the synopsis. You guys, I have this one, and it was one of my 5-star reads of this year too. But I wanted my own copy because the one that I read was my daughter's. And so, love in other words. So I'm going to give this one to my daughter and then keep the one that I have right here because I had dog-eared some of the pages. So I want to go back and like tab them. So, I mean, this is like a big story. Like a lot of people know about. So it's been Christina Lauren. And then the other one, I believe, I don't know if it's a YA. I don't think so. It's fiction. It's called Charlotte Illis is Not a Detective by Katie Siegel. I thought this one was like a pretty cute little book too. It's talking about a kid that thinks she's a detective, I believe. She's in high school, so maybe YA. I don't know. One Day in December by Josie Silver. Haven't read anything from Josie Silver, but I remember hearing a lot about this book the end of last year, I believe, and thought it'd be a cute book to read during, Christmas and stuff. So, and then this one I thought was super cute. You know what? They had a lot of Black authors here, and I snagged them up. So, this one is called In It to Win It by Sharon C. Cooper. Which, look at the cover. It's so cute, you guys. So cute. And this is like talking about this lady that wants to, I read the back. She wants to make like a name for herself, it says. And she's trying to like buy this business, but this other guy's like trying to buy it out, and they like duel to see who's going to get the property. Seems like a cute book, so. And then this one's like a short little novel. It's called The Deep by Rivers Solomon. The cover is beautiful. Look at that. Like, look at that little face. Oh, and it's very short. Like, it's technically, let me see, 155 pages. So maybe I'll read this summer too. I'm not sure what it's about either, but I don't know, but it's just beautiful. And then I got another Kristen Hanna book. I have not read it, but I am definitely in the start of hopefully buddy reading The Nightingale with one of my book friends. They're bookish friends, bookish family, whatever you want to call them, my bookish besties. And this one is Firefly Lane. This was like on the last table too that I was looking at, and I was like, what, nobody snatched this up? And it sounds like a beautiful book too, and it's a historical fiction, I believe. I feel like she does a lot of those, so let me know down below if you've read any Kristen Hanna books, and let me know what, because it seems like a lot of her books are historical fiction. So that was my paperbacks. Now on to my hardcover books. So good. Like, I think they're all new except for maybe one that was like one or two that were actual library books. So I had to take the plastic off and all that jazz. They still have stickers on them. But anyways, let's get into the hardcover. First, you guys, let me talk about my shirt. So this is the Crack Spine Buffalo. I was recently in Buffalo, New York with my husband. He had to go for work, and I was like, I'll go if we can go to my bookish friend's bookstore that she has. If you do not follow Vanessa over on Instagram, you can look her bookstore up called the Crack Spine Buffalo. Such a cute little bookstore. She's just starting out. She just started, I believe, in March. And the coolest thing is her bookstore is also her husband's tattoo shop. So if you're in the mood for a tattoo as well as a book, go check them out if you're in the Buffalo area. Yeah, so I had to pick up a shirt, and I also got a few books, which I'll probably do a separate little video for. Unless like this video isn't too long, then I'll incorporate them. So yeah, on to the hardcover books. So you guys, if you know, hardcovers are expensive. I mean, they can be like between like mid 20s to like 30, 40 on up, like expensive. I got all of these and they look new, like ridiculous. So the first one is Furia by Yamel Said Mendez, I believe. I probably butchered the whole name, but there's the name. The cover is beautiful, like just beautiful. And it's, I believe it is South American inspired. So just, this looks so beautiful. I just can't wait to read that. And the next one is The Kindest Lie by Nancy Johnson. And she is also a woman of color. I believe like almost all of these books are Black authors. So this one, I forgot what it was about too. I'm not gonna read all of them, you guys. It has to do with living in Chicago and just like the life there. So I'm probably totally wrong, but that's what I'm getting from that little snippet. And this one is This Close to Okay by Lisa Cross Smith. That cover is beautiful. Like these are all new. I'm guessing maybe they do that once a year. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever seen it, and I'm so glad that I went. But I got this one. I also got Parish by Latoya Watkins. Also a beautiful cover. And let's see. It says Bear It or Perish Yourself. It says, from a stunning new voice comes a powerful debut novel, Parish, about a Black Texan family exploring the effects of inherited trauma and intergenerational violence as family comes together to say goodbye to their matriarch on her deathbed. So I can't wait to read that. So beautiful. This one I've also been seeing a lot of on Book Talk as well as Bookstagram, and I'm probably going to say the name wrong. Wahala by Nikki May. Also a beautiful cover. Like, I don't even know. This is just so pretty. So I can't wait to read this. But, yeah, it's like kind of like a, I'm guessing kind of like a Sex and the City, because it says, I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know. I can't wait to read it though. And then I got Sisters by Daisy Johnson. That cover is amazing. And this one, I want to say it was, because I read it really quick. It says, my sister is a forest on fire. My sister is a sinking ship. My sister is the last house on the street. It's a thriller. And it's short too, so I can't wait to read that one. This one, you guys, Danny from Danny Reads was talking about this. I've also been seeing it a lot on Bookstagram, and it's Jackal by Erin E. Adams. Beautiful cover. Just so stunning. Can't wait to read that. His Only Wife by Peace Adzo Medi. Look at the hair. Look. So cute. It says, a unique and unapologetic marriage story that shines with honesty, humanity, power, and grace. Once you pick this book up, you won't want to put it down. Yep. And if I'm talking about beautiful covers, had to throw this one in the box. It's Island Queen by Vanessa A. Riley. Stunning. Stunning. It's a historical fiction. An island on the tiny Caribbean island of Montserrat. Just the cover alone is adorable. And then I like this woman because of Full House. Candace Cameron Bure, I believe that's her name. But she has this, it's kind of like a memoir. And it was a library book because this has a library sticker. I wish they would have had it on the plastic that it was covering the book, but neither here nor there. I'm just going to try and take it off myself. But yeah, I thought I'd pick that one up. And I love that she's a Christian woman too, so. And then this one was a definite must. As I said with, what was it? The Mississippi book about like historical, like nonfiction or autobiographies. Breach of Peace. And this is Portraits of the 1961 Mississippi Freedom Riders. And so this book normally would have cost me $45. Just like, and then, let me see if, like the book sleeve, I'm guessing that's what you call it, or dust cover. Look at that. This is the front of the book. Stunning. Like, I'm definitely keeping this out. It's just so good. And I can't wait to read it. Like, I'm definitely going to read them. But it, like, talks about when they were born, where they were back then, and where they are now. Absolutely amazing. I love history, especially Black history. So, yes, I am so excited. You guys, I got so many books. Like, so blessed. Now, I might just throw in my books that I got from the Cracked Spine. So yes, let's get into that because there's only 4 books. Okay guys, so I only got 4 books from the Cracked Spine, and there's one that I got because of the the random, out of nowhere, out of the blue book club that Alex and Sister Christy was starting. I'll put the video that they talked about the club down in the description, so go check that out. So I got the Thursday Murder Club, and this is the book that we're going to be reading. I believe we're meeting via YouTube Live. I think that's what Alex said, on June 5th. So I'm gonna have to start reading this. Oh, and then I also got some bookmarks from there. These are reading list bookmarks, and they have, like, you could put the title, the date, and like you can rate the. So I got 3 because there's like to both sides. So I think I'll do all the books that I read so far this year and then put the star ratings. I also got The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. I have a couple of, or three of her books, and I'm missing 2 more, I believe, from the series. And this is the Wedding series, I believe it's called. I want to say it's the Wedding series, but it's contemporary romance. So this is like, I don't know. And then I also got The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Aramas. I do have the Spanish Love Deception, which is right here, and thought I would just add this to it since I haven't even read that one, so I don't know what this one's about either. We were just talking for a good 4 hours, so I really didn't like look, and I wasn't like pressed to like find anything. I really don't need anything, but just to get to know who she was. I'm talking about Vanessa over at the Crack Spine Buffalo. I'll put that info down in the description as well, so you can go check them out. But yeah, so, and she recommended a book. Since she knows that I'm half Mexican, she asked me, and she knew that I was reading some like Hispanic authors. She asked me if I had read this series. It's the Love and Taco series, I believe she called it. The first one is, let me see. I think it said, something about Ramon y Julieta, which is like Romeo and Juliet, but it was like Spanish version or Mexican version. This one is called Kiss Me, Mi Amor, and just so cute. Like, and she was telling me a little bit about it, and so I cannot wait to read this. But this one was $10. It's brand new. She gets her books from, she orders them from somewhere else, but this was $10. I forgot to tell you the other one. This one was $5. This one was $4. And I want to say this one was like $4 or $5. I'm not sure, because I also got the shirt and the bookmarks, and I spent like $45 or $48 or something like that with taxes. I think it was like $48.99. So yeah. Oh, also, you guys, I grabbed, like, comment down below if you bought anything from the Amazon book sale, which a lot of people were saying was not a book sale. I grabbed Viola Davis's Finding Me memoir right here. It was $2.99, so I got it on just my Kindle. And then I also ordered a book that was $6.99, and I'm so excited to I like opened it because I got it the day that me and my husband were leaving to New York, so I didn't even take it out. I just ripped it open, and it's The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I am so excited. I'm so excited to read this. Like, she just become one of my auto-buy authors. And I mean, I only have 1 or 2. I think I just have one of her books, which is one I just read, which is Life's Too Short. And yeah, so I can't wait to read this. They say it's a series, but I mean, I looked it up before I even read that one because it was part of my TBR Jar challenge, and they're standalones as well. You can read them by themselves and not miss anything. So this one I'm excited to read, and then I'm missing the something playlist. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, I got this one for $6.99, and yeah, I am excited, you guys. I am so excited. I have so many books to put on the shelf now, which is crazy. But I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed that I was able to actually go to that sale and just check it out for the first time. And if it happens again next year, your girl will be there. So comment down below if your library was taking part of this, I guess, summer book sale, and if you got anything and how much you paid. Also, if you took advantage of the Amazon book sale, let me know. I am so grateful that you hopefully you lasted this long. If not, I hope you hit that subscribe button. If you are new here, hit the like button, all that jazz. I'm so glad to have you here as part of my little wonderfully made family. And so with that being said, have a blessed rest of your week, and I will talk to you next Sunday. Bye.